Welcome to the HDFS Shell Commands Guide. In this presentation, we'll explore how to interact with the Hadoop Distributed File System using command line tools. HDFS Shell provides a familiar CLI interface, similar to Linux, for managing data on Hadoop. Two interchangeable syntaxes are commonly used, HDFS and HDFS DFS. Although both work, HDFS DFS is more modern and recommended in newer Hadoop distributions. This CLI is an essential tool for Hadoop users, allowing them to manage files directly in the distributed environment. The HDFS Shell enables a wide range of operations. You can create, delete, copy, and move files and directories within HDFS. It also supports permission setting, disk usage checks, and data transfer between local and HDFS file systems. These commands can be executed from any node with Hadoop configured, but they primarily interact with the name node for metadata and data nodes for the actual file blocks. This makes HDFS Shell a powerful interface for managing large-scale distributed storage. Let's start with some basic operations. The ls command lists the contents of a directory in HDFS. For example, HDFS DFS ls/data shows what's inside /data. To create a directory, use mkdir. For instance, HDFS DFS mkdir/data/raw. And to upload a local file into HDFS, use the put command, like HDFS DFS put local log/data/. These operations mimic Unix-style file management, but operate over a distributed system. Now we look at getting data back. The get command downloads a file from HDFS to the local system, such as HDFS DFS get/data/result log/. The cat command displays the contents of an HDFS file on the terminal, helpful for quick inspection. For cleanup, rm deletes files and rnr recursively deletes directories. Always be cautious with rmr, it's easy to remove large amounts of data unintentionally. More advanced commands include cp to copy files within HDFS, for example, HDFS DFS cp/data/src/backup/. The mb command moves or renames files such as HDFS DFS mb/data/src/archive/. These commands are especially useful for organizing or archiving data without having to move it outside HDFS. For monitoring, 2h displays disk usage in human-readable format, helping track storage by directory. df8 shows overall free space in HDFS. The tail command streams the end of a file, such as logs, which is helpful for real-time debugging. These commands are key to maintaining and troubleshooting a healthy file system. Permissions and ownership are also managed via the shell. chmod sets file permissions like HDFS DFS chmod 755/data/script sh gives read, write, and execute to owner, and read execute to others. Chown changes ownership, for example, HDFS DFS chown alice dev/data/ assigns the directory to user alice and group devs. These are essential for controlling access in multi-user environments. HDFS supports powerful recursive and wildcard operations. Using r with ls lists all nested contents, HDFS DFS lsr/data. Wildcards help match patterns, such as listing only. CSV files, HDFS DFS ls/data/**. CSV, or fetching from multiple directories, HDFS DFS get/data/20,232,024/**. These tools make bulk operations faster and more efficient. There are also useful administrative commands. Use test e to check if a file exists. The stack command shows file metadata such as last modification time. Count lists the number of directories, files, and bytes in a path. Expunge permanently clears trash, which is essential for reclaiming space. Lastly, help displays syntax and usage for any command, such as HDFS DFS help rm. These commands are often used in scripts or by admins. To avoid common mistakes, always use absolute paths like /data/input instead of relative ones like data/input. This ensures consistency across scripts and environments. Avoid large recursive deletions like rm unless you're absolutely sure. Always test with ls first to verify what you're about to remove. When transferring files, verify integrity by comparing local checksums using chmod with HDFS DFS checksum. Enable trash in your configuration by setting fs trash interval in core site XML, which acts like a safety net before files are permanently deleted. Lastly, enforce strong permissions such as chmod 700 for sensitive files to prevent unauthorized access. Some common errors include trying to access files that don't exist. Fix this by using mkdir to create needed directories. If you see permission errors, check directory permissions with LSD. Uploading large files can cause problems, so consider splitting them into 128 MB blocks with split B. If you hit quota limits, use do// to check usage and clean up accordingly. To wrap up, the HDFS Shell is a Linux-like command interface for interacting with the Hadoop file system. It's essential for data management, automation, and troubleshooting. Always test potentially destructive commands like rvm or mv before executing. For further learning, refer to the official Apache HDFS Shell guide, which contains a complete list of commands, options, and use cases.